Hey there, this is Lee from TemplateLauncher.com, and today I'm going to walk you through this awesome new template we just finished building. Here is the page in the preview section of the Lead Pages Marketplace, and I'll walk you through. There's a bunch of awesome sections and functionality for creating a mini site or e-product download or buy page. You could do a bunch of different things with this page. So let me scroll through it really quick just to show you. We've got a nice big header here with a call to action, a place to show off your e-product. The next section is a video. Here I'm going to close this control panel. We have this video section with another Buy Now button. A nice features section to highlight the different features of the page. Put your custom image in there. Grab your user's attention. Nice, clean testimonial section. Notice the parallax background. We have parallax scrolling included in this template. So when you scroll the page, notice how the background stays in place while the rest of the page moves up. You can do this on any section. You can add a background image, video, texture, or color to any section as well. So tons of functionality built into this. This here is a nice Buy Now section. You can show a suite of products and then a bundle, or just one at a time, however you want to do it. The page includes 4 of these Buy Now sections, so lots of opportunities to sell. Bonus section just to highlight if you're giving away a free lead magnet. Another Buy Now section. Another testimonial section. A nice copy section with a place to put an image, some bullet points on why people should buy your sweet new product. Another testimonial section here. Another Buy Now. Frequently asked questions. Another place to put some nice copy, a nice big image. Finally, one more Buy Now section, a author section, and lastly a email capture or another call to action section. So first thing I want to do is show off the additional functionality we have baked into this template. So we have drag and drop functionality, our background functionality where you can add custom background images, as well as choose an image from our library of over 200 background images, videos, textures, and colors. And finally, this template how-to video where you can just pop this open, and if you have any questions, you can review the video. So why don't I head on over to the builder and show you how to start using this stuff. Okay, so we're in the builder, so notice this little yellow tab with a gear icon on it. You'll click that, and the Template Launcher control panel will open. Now, using the drag and drop allows you to rearrange the order of the sections on the page. It's as easy as clicking this open, selecting a section you want to move, dragging it up or down. If you notice, if you hover over a section and it says click to reorder, you can click that open and you can rearrange sections of that section. So here you can rearrange column 1 and column 2. Not everything in that section is drag and droppable or reorderable, but for now you got tons of functionality here. I'm going to show you how you can drag another video section up, and then in order to save the new order of the page, all you do is you'll name your page and then you'll click the save button. If you don't do those two things, the page order will reset back to its original state. So why don't I put these back? That's really about it for drag and drop. Super simple to use. This gives you tons of functionality and flexibility with your page layouts. You can create, I don't know, probably millions of different types of pages using this drag and drop functionality. Next, let me show you the background section. So how this works is first you'll select a section that you want to change the background on. So it's defaulted to this header section right here, which shows off the book, Buy Now button. So for example, you can turn on and off parallax scrolling, but it only really applies when you have a background image. So why don't we set the background image as this money here, okay? And then we have an overlay that you can change the opacity of so you can read that font that's sitting on top of it. So let's make it nice and dark. You can still see the image in the background, but it gives you the opportunity to change out background images when you're using a lighter color font or darker depending on the background image. And so let's turn on the parallax scrolling. Notice how the image stays in place while the rest of the page scrolls. So you can turn this off and on. You can do this for videos as well as textures. Here's a background texture just to show you what that looks like. It's parallax scrolling. And let's try a background video. And this also has the parallax scrolling. We can turn it off as well. Turn it back on. But let's go back to a image background. Go to the header, select an image, there we go. Turn on the opacity. Alright, so that's really it for this section. Super easy to change out background images, but there is a lot more functionality there under the hood. So you don't have to just choose images from this image library. You can also use your own custom background image. So why don't I show you real quick how to do that. If you head on over here to the lead pages dashboard, go to this header section. The way this works is there are multiple layers of images that sit on top of each other. The first layer, called background, is the image from our media library we just selected. If I turn that off, you'll see this background, which is the custom background. You can upload your own image. So you'll open the custom background, click image, and here you can just choose one of your own images. And that one's a little hard to see because of the opacity, because it still applies. So there you go. You can also turn on and off parallax scrolling for the custom background images as well. And then to go one level deeper, you can hide this and you can create your own custom background color. So if I head over here to the styles, scroll down to, you'll scroll down to the header background, and you can choose your own background color as well. There we go. And you can do this with every section of the page. Other things you can change the color of is the accent color. Notice we have a green accent color throughout the page. Let's make it a nice red. Notice the buttons, they have a gradient on them, so you can choose the bottom gradient. The top gradient is the accent color. If we change the bottom gradient, you can give it a nice 3D texture as well. And finally, you can change the link color. You can change the font colors for each section. Note that not every color in the section. If I change this, for example, to a red, notice how all the color. I'm going to change it to green so you can see the difference. Notice how all the font colors change to green. Well, it doesn't apply to certain elements that have already been styled to achieve a specific look and feel. So what you can do is you can highlight that, and using the lead pages builder, you can change the color. So if I go over here, you can change the color, and you can do this with any, even these ones that we previously changed, you can change the color as well. Okay, and finally, we have this how-to video that I'm shooting right now. So if you click the watch video, it'll pop open. You can watch this video if you have any questions, and we try to address all the stuff that's not the most intuitive to use, but also to give you a lot of opportunities to really get the most out of this page. Other than that, let me scroll through here, see if there's anything tricky. To add a video here, why don't I show you real quick. Go to YouTube or Vimeo, you'll go to the share section, go to embed, and you'll just copy and paste this iframe. Just click that open, paste it in. There you go. When you won't actually see the video here in the builder, but when you publish the page, you will see the video. Let's see, is there any other sections? I think that's really about it. Hopefully you know how to use the builder. Here's how you change out an image. You just click it, pick one from your library. You can also upload your own picture into the library as well. And one other thing to note that sometimes is a little tricky, but it's important to make sure, if you only want to show one or two products instead of all three, you want to make sure that you're hiding the column and not just a piece of the column. So you can either hover over the column and hide it here, column 1, and notice how it automatically centers. If it doesn't automatically center, then you know you've done something wrong. So let me scroll back down here. This is a Buy Now section. Buy Now 4. Okay, column 1 is hidden. So if I open column 1 and I hide just the card, see, notice how it's gone, but then these two columns are still over here to the right. And that's because you didn't hide the entire column, so you need to make sure to hide the column as well. And that applies to any columns throughout the page. If you come across a 2, 3, 4 column section and you want to hide something and keep everything tidy and centered, you just need to make sure you choose the column to hide. So here's another example of hiding the column. You can also hide the rows and everything. So that's really about it. Thanks for checking out our awesome template we've built here today. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave it there in the Lead Pages Marketplace in the comments section, and we'll make sure that you're taken care of. All right, have a great day. Thank you.